Hi everybody, my name's Kelsey Page, and I'm going to be doing my final presentation on an artist named Aries and his album called Welcome Home, which was released in April of 2019. So his real name is actually Chester Cornelius III. Aries is just his stage name. He's 21 years old. He's a singer, songwriter, kind of a rapper, and a YouTuber. He actually gained his fan base from his YouTube channel where he just posts like how he makes his songs and like he'll dissect each of his songs, and so that's where he gets a lot of his attention from. So yeah, he is pretty underground. Not a lot of people have heard of him. He has 442,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, and he has about 1.7 million monthly listeners on Spotify. So not a lot of people have heard about him, but he is like predicted to gain a lot of popularity as he keeps releasing new music. And he has a really unique style, I think, so I think it won't be that hard for him to gain popularity and fans. And so his music kind of follows like not just one genre, I guess. It's kind of like indie rock, a little bit of emo, and R&B, but I don't know, it's hard to put it in a category just because he creates all of his own like sounds and just makes his songs from notes he plays on his keyboard and just puts it together on his computer. So yeah, the first song I'm going to talk about is called Race Car. So he did release it before he released the album, but it is on the album. So it is in verse chorus form, which is pretty typical for like a singer-songwriter style. So yeah, it follows pretty strict, like verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And then I wanted to talk about his timbre. So I was talking about how he makes all of his own songs down to like every instrument, every sound effect. So like the timbre is pretty unique, and especially in this song I found some unique timbres. So first of all, the song is based around this like watery chord that he played on his keyboard. So the song like kind of revolves around it and it plays throughout the song. So I'm going to play a little part of it and you'll be able to hear it. Just don't listen to the lyrics, just like try and listen to just the music. It's definitely, you'll be able to hear it.
Wonder why I had on with her bad lungs, running back to keep coming back if I know.
Alright, so the watery chord was like that higher pitched one that was just in the background. And then another couple things I thought was interesting is that he incorporates like an elephant sound effect. Like he said it in his YouTube video he made describing like how he made his song. He said that it was like an actual recording of an elephant, like its trunk making whatever noise an elephant makes. So he put that in his song. And then also in this clip, I noticed that he uses a lot of guitar like in his transitions, so it's like really heavy and then it'll like go away once the chorus starts. It's only in the transition. So this next part I play, you'll be able to hear the elephant sound and that heavy guitar like transition that he does.
Have not. Yeah. She said I hate my day job. I don't feel it. I need race car.
So yeah, you could hear that kind of like higher pitched guitar, and then the elephant sound is pretty quiet. It was more towards the beginning. It was probably harder to hear, but you can go back and try and find it. Alright, so that's all for this song that I wanted to talk about. The next song I have is called Santa Monica, and this is actually one of his more popular songs. Again, it was a single that was released before the actual album was released, but it's still on the album. So like I said, it's one of his more popular ones, and that's actually really interesting because he actually made this song in 30 minutes. So basically he was just like, him and his friends were just playing random chords on like a grand piano and a guitar, and he just used his voice memos on his phone and like recorded them, and then went to his computer and like put them together, added a bunch of stuff, and then he came out with this song, which I think is really cool. I don't think a lot of people have that ability to just like listen and just know the music like that. So yeah, the first thing I wanted to talk about with this song is the rhythm. So it's very strong, like out there rhythm, like it's like super upbeat too. This is really like a happy song, I think, and I found that it's in duple meter as well. So I'll just play a little part of it that'll kind of show the rhythm, I think. So yeah, I think he also builds his rhythm through like a guitar rather than like the actual beat, which I thought was interesting. Like you'll see, he uses the guitar a lot.
Remedy, hard to settle up. Climb your canopy to make it rain from time to time. Tell me things I don't wanna know. Say everything's fine, everything.
Yeah, so a lot of different guitars just like kind of in there. And then I wanted to talk about the harmony for this song. So I noticed a lot of dissonance, specifically in the one little sound effect chord that he adds in there. So basically it's like a siren kind of distorted flute sound that he adds like just into the chorus. And it's like super dissonant on its own. It doesn't sound like pleasant. It's like a siren basically. But he adds it into this song like very smoothly, to the fact like it just adds to the song. Instead of like making actual dissonance, like he's adding a dissonant song and making it like constant, like making it flow really well, I think. Which is another thing that not a lot of people would be able to do. So I think that also adds to it. So it's just like a siren like distorted flute. You'll definitely be able to hear it.
Running overtime, it got cold as ice. Same overdose who put a hole inside me. Highs and lows, catapult. Never leave your sights. Find my nose. I'll try.
Yeah, so that was definitely in there. So yeah, that's all that I really have to talk about with this artist. I chose his album because this is actually his only album he's ever released. He just has a bunch of other singles, but I think that he is not a really well-known artist, but he should be, because he has really unique music, and like I really like his music. I don't think he's ever made a bad song, just in my personal opinion. So yeah, that's it for this presentation.